Hi everyone, my name is Elisabeth. I'm just recording a really quick video for you to talk about Mahala's yoga teacher training. I was on Mahala's first yoga teacher training school, gosh, a number of years ago now, maybe 5 years ago. All came about very serendipitously. I'd just moved to London, I'd been searching for the right yoga class for about 7 months, doing the same Google search every single day, and then I really sat down and prayed one night, and the next day did my same Google search and found Mahala, because I wanted yoga that wasn't just about the physical. I'd been to gyms and I'd been trying, gym yoga and stuff, and had this really angry gymnast, ex-Russian gymnast in the fitness first locally, and it really put me off. She was shouting at people when they weren't doing headstands, and I thought, no, that's not the yoga I want. I want something that is deep and soulful. I'm a Reiki practitioner myself, and so I wanted something that was going to be really nourishing and spiritual. And yeah, did this Google search, found Mahala, and loved her class instantly. It brought up so many things for me, but I just loved it, and I knew that I'd really found a yoga home there. So she kept looking at me in the classes. It was literally my first class. She kept looking at me and talking about her yoga teacher training, and I was like, yeah, I haven't met this woman yet. This is quite intense. Why did she keep looking at me? But it really hit a chord, and then she kept saying it, and I was at work one day, and I went onto Facebook Messenger and just said to her, look, how long would someone have to have been doing yoga before they could even consider teacher training? Because I was, I'd been doing yoga for a couple of years, but wouldn't have considered myself even close to being a teacher. And she came on and said, I just came and sat at my computer because I knew that you were about to message me. And she said, yoga teacher training isn't about being a human pretzel. It's not about whether you can do all the asanas or any of those things. It's about the energy that you bring to it. And it's about how you help other people come to their journey and their yoga and their transformation. And in that moment, she just unlocked everything for me. She unlocked all of the fear and nervousness and pressure that I'd put on myself about dreaming to be a teacher, something that felt like an impossible dream. And so I signed up there and then, and 4 weeks later I did the course, and it was amazing. It changed my life. It was incredible. It was nothing like I thought it would be, but it was everything that I needed. It was from kind of the second class, I think, we were teaching straight away. So be it kind of a short meditation for the group or one round of an asana or something. She was really practical and got us straight into teaching like that, and straight into her classes as well. So she really supported us, because then invited all of us to come into her classes and assist, so that we were hands-on teaching straight away. It wasn't just theory, it wasn't just practice, it wasn't just kind of, okay, this is a routine, go home and practice it for yourselves. It was, this is how you can bring it into other people, which took the fear out of it for me. It just meant that straight away it was about teaching. It wasn't just theory. And she supported us through all of that. So straight away, literally the week after I graduated, she asked me to start teaching for her. So, I went straight from the classroom and into teaching. And a massive part of that, because I really, really showed up in terms of going to the assisting, doing all the extra. So not just my own practice, but also going along 3 times a week and being part of her classes as well. So she takes you through everything from the beginnings of yoga, Patanjali. Sorry, I'm really hot in the middle of Greece, the sun shining on me. Patanjali, the 8 limbs of yoga, all of the practical theory, all of the spiritual theory, all of the meditation behind it, but also so much more. It's not just about what's in the textbooks, but it's what you feel, it's what you can learn from yoga, it's what you can experience from yoga. So I couldn't be happier that I chose Mahala over one of the rigid schools. It was really important for me that something was very authentic, that it was very spiritual. It wasn't just about being in a classroom. That was huge for me, and that made all the difference as well, because I'm through my Reiki practice and all the other healing work that I do, I really wanted my yoga to be an extension of that. And actually I kind of went onto the course never believing for a moment that I would teach. I just did it and thought, well, do you know what, if all it does is deepen my personal practice, then it's worth doing, because it's a gift that you give yourself for life. But as I say, a week later I started teaching Mahala, and I've been teaching ever since, and I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago now that I've been doing that. I now run my own yoga retreats in Ibiza. I ran one there with Mahala as well. Now I run my own yoga retreats, and I'm sure Mahala and I will have some offerings together again very soon. I'm now teaching again for Mahala on a Thursday evening whilst running my own classes, and doing private yoga classes as well. And it's not my full-time job. I do something else outside of that, but it's my passion and I love it. And I love teaching because it also makes me have a regular practice of my own. It really keeps you disciplined and it keeps you focused, which is a really good advantage of that. Even on the days when you're like, oh God, I've finished work late, I've got to go and teach, I've got to go and do this. Actually, it's the biggest blessing. And any time I've ever taught, I never get there and think, oh, I wish I hadn't taught that class. I always come out thinking, thank you so much that that's pulled me back to my centre. Thank you so much that my desire to lift and elevate others has given me far more than I imagine it probably gives to them. But I just love it. It's just wonderful, and that's a gift that Mahala's given me. So if any of you are asking the really practical questions of what would I get from Mahala over another teacher training school, you will get authenticity. And that's not to discredit any other yoga school at all. It's just my experience is that a lot of friends I've known that have been on those, it's very much been about classroom, and it's very much been about going through the workbook and things like that, which wasn't the kind of teacher training that I needed. I needed something that was much more experiential, and that's what you get from Mahala. You also get ongoing support. So she's become a dear girlfriend, an absolute twin flame soul sister.